What's up, everybody? Straw hats are cool. We're back again with another tabletop gameplay video. Today we've got Law versus the new Mono Black Luffy leader. It's going to be myself piloting the Luffy, and then one of my best friends piloting the Law deck. So this was a fun match. Um, I don't know if I can say it was close, but it was a fun match nonetheless. Um, Law can be a pretty good matchup for Luffy if you see your Shanks when you need it, but Shanks isn't searchable, so it's kind of just a high roll. Uh, I do wish the Shanks was searchable. I think it's a really fun card, and I really like playing the Mono Black Luffy deck, but it's just not very consistent, which is unfortunate. Definitely, like I've said before, Yamato is the better of the two leaders. I do believe that this past weekend that Yamato topped an online treasure cup, so that's pretty cool. Like to see that. I actually think it was the only yellow deck that topped that event, so pretty exciting. I think the Yamato deck's pretty good. Does well into Zoro. Enough about that. Let's get into the gameplay. So I went first, and my opponent does notice that they have accidentally misplaced some of their deck in their Dawn. This is just locals, so didn't make a big deal about it and just put them on the bottom. So my opponent is going second, and they're on their 2 Dawn turn right now, and they're just going to play 2 1-cost blockers, the Chopper and Capone. So starting off very defensive, I'm just going to be swinging for 6 because I don't have anything great to play, and then I do have an Impact Wave or Shock Wave in my hand. So I'm just going to leave 2 up for that and clear one of the blockers, even though it's only a 5k attack. I always choose to get the blockers because, generally speaking, if your opponent wants to bounce something back to hand and play something off their leader effect, they're going to want to bounce a red character to play one of their green characters, is generally how that goes. So usually try and pick off the red cards first. Want to get the chopper blockers when you can. So they've got the Filmbrook into the Rush Zoro. Filmbrook is a card that a lot of Law decks have been adopting recently, and with good reason. Lets you play 2 cards in the mid game, and as we can see here, even get out one of your rushers. Just build your board with some bigger bodies pretty quickly. So definitely a strong card that I think fits in the Law deck pretty well. See the starter deck Nami. Not a card a lot of Law decks are running, I don't think. I'm not really keeping up with the Law deck too much in set 3. Played it quite a bit in set 2 though. So starter deck Nami just gives you like the starter deck Luffy leader effect, essentially, where you can attach a rested Dawn to a leader or character once per turn. So very nice effect. Going to be countering out of that swing there. Then my opponent's going to be playing a Bonnie. Searching the top 5. Going to be grabbing Kid. So starter deck Nami, really good in the Law deck, especially in conjunction with the 8-cost Kid. If you're able to play it on curve, you can still attach a Dawn to Kid with the Nami. So very strong there. Going to be using that Law now to bounce the Zoro, to play the Law, to bounce the Bonnie, to play the Zoro, and then with the spare Dawn and effect from Nami, able to swing 7, which I am going to have to take. So already looking pretty rough for me, but we'll see if we can claw our way back into this one. I believe this is the 7 Dawn turn. So we're going to be playing Sakazuki, just clear the Law while we can. And then we've got 1 Dawn left. So we're just going to swing 7 at the Zoro, thanks to the leader effect from Luffy getting us arrested Dawn on him when we KO the Law. And I think we're just passing back to the opponent maybe. They do have a small hand, so I think I do attack the Brook. And we can see that they only have the Bonnie for counter, so they're probably going to let the Brook go, since the Bonnie is going to be their main form of card draw right now. And for funsies, I do just put another Dawn on the Luffy. I think technically I could have put another one with when the Zoro got KO'd. Not that it matters, but I don't know. I like using my leader effect when I can. So on their 8 Dawn turn now, I believe, but they aren't going to be playing the 8 cost kid just yet. They're going to be starting with another Bonnie, which looks like they've got 2 Bonnies and a starter deck Zoro to choose from. So did speed this part up just a little bit. Opponent wasn't too sure what to take there. Do end up just taking another Bonnie. I think that is fine. They can just play that, get another body, search another card. And they've got another Rush Zoro. Not too bad. So if they've got another Law, they can definitely do some shenanigans now. Resting 1 for a Capone. 2, just gonna bounce the Bonnie, playing the Zoro. And now they're gonna be able to swing a 5 and a 7 thanks to the Nami. So they're probably gonna try and clear the Kuzan here. Just gonna swing 5 at the Kuzan. I do think about countering out of this one, but I believe I decide just to let it go because I know the 7k leader swing is going to be coming. And so I'd rather just them attack my life and give me the card. So we let the Kuzan go. Maybe should have tried and protect it with what my opponent's got in hand. Might have been good to try and clear board here. Only got 2 characters as of now though, so not able to do that. After we see the 7, was really hoping to see the Shanks, but I did not see it. Would have been really nice here. Just clear their whole board basically. Wouldn't be able to get the Zoro, but we could just attack that with the Sakazuki and then swing at the lead. But we're just going to be starting with a Branu. Gonna grab another Sakazuki there. Nothing I want to hit with the Sakazuki just yet. Opponent's relatively low to the ground right now, so I believe we're just going to stash that in our hand. Going to swing 7, I think, at the Zoro, which is a let go. Get a Dawn on the leader with the leader effect. And I'm really not sure what to do here. It's like nothing felt good in this position. I think I end up maybe playing a Borsalino. I do just end up trying to clear, go for the Bonnie. But it's not looking great. I've only hit my opponent once. They do have a small hand, so I thought I still maybe had a chance. Yeah, we see a Borsalino, and then I play the Helmeppo. The whole idea of the way I've built my Luffy deck is with cards like Helmeppo, 4-cost Kuzan, and the starter deck Sengoku. I don't play the 10-cost Kuzan because I think it's too slow for the current format. So I'm opting to play, like I said, the Helmeppo, Kuzan, and Sengoku because those cards allow me to put pressure on my opponent and reduce costs. So I found that it works pretty well when you draw well, but unfortunately was not able to find the Shanks. So we're gonna see the opponent playing the kid now, and then off the kid playing the Vista and using the leader effect, or not the leader effect, the Nami effect to get that Dawn on the Zoro. 5k swing just because it can. They're going to be bouncing the Vista with Law's leader effect to play the Crook. And now I'm in a really rough spot. I did anticipate my opponent to play the Kid that turn. My hope was that I would be able to just to swing with the Helmeppo to reduce the cost to 6, and then play a Suru to bring it down to 4, so it was within range of the Sakazuki we grabbed. But unfortunately, my opponent did clear the Helmeppo, so we're not able to do that. So, if I remember right, we basically just end up having to pass this turn with doing very little. I think I play the Sengoku we grabbed off the Branu, and maybe a Fukuro, if I'm remembering right. But not looking good. Opponent does only have 2 cards in hand, but even so, I'm not able to get any cards out of my opponent's hand this turn. It's like, maybe I could have swung with Sakazuki, but I don't know. It didn't feel like there was much of a point. I needed to get something on board and kind of get my defenses up. They've got the Vista in hand, so even swinging an 8 they can just counter out of. They don't have to give me one of their blockers. So everything just felt pretty bad here. Again, even last turn, having the Shanks would have been pretty good. Could have cleared their 2 blockers and the Nami, got some Dawn on the Luffy, and then we would have been able to swing 8 at the Kid twice, which probably would have gotten it. But just not drawing what I needed this game, unfortunately. So the law, not to say that my friend didn't get off to a pretty rough start either. I don't think he's seen any of his red searchers, so no set 1 Namis or Dodons. So that's why his hand's gotten so low. He has seen a couple Bonnies, but definitely need those red searchers to keep your hand size up in the law deck. So block out of the 9 with the Fukuro, and we're just going to see my opponent playing the Bonnie over the starter deck Nami. Guess he just decided here that the Nami's gotten the value she needs, but unfortunately are whiffing off of that Bonnie. So I was pretty happy to see that, but still not feeling like I have much of a chance. Opponent's got too many blockers. So if the Sengoku sticks, which it probably will, I don't think my friend's playing Jet Pistol in his build. A lot of the law builds have cut that out of the deck, so we'd have to see some Otama Vista shenanigans to clear the Sengoku. But the issue is that even with the Sengoku, I've basically just got to swing at nothing to reduce his cost, and then spend 6 Dawn to KO the Kid. And then he's still going to have 2 blockers up, so really just not in a very good spot. You can see how reluctant I am even to give up the cards there. I have to, but not feeling good about it. Seeing an 8k swing now, which I think I do end up taking, just deciding, he's got the starter deck Rush Luffy, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm going to see the Vista come back down, being bounced with the leader effect to KO the Branu. Now, I think what I was trying to decide here was whether or not I attach 2 Dawn to the Sengoku. See if maybe I can't get a card out of my opponent's hand. But they know I have the Sakazuki. So it was a tough call whether or not I try and do that. The issue if I do is that I've only got 2 Dawn left after playing the Sakazuki. And I felt like I needed another blocker. So I think I end up just playing the Sakazuki, KO the Kid, get a Dawn on leader, I do think I swing 7 at Brook with the Sakazuki we played prior. Just try and clear the board. I know I can't survive multiple attacks. My hand's pretty low and I've only got one blocker presently. I think we put another Dawn on the leader. Maybe 2. I don't know. I think I've got 4 Dawn left. Yeah, 4 Dawn left. So we put 1 on the leader. Just swing 8 because that's all we've got left to do, and then play a Fukuro. So where is the 8? Opponent can just freely take this one. And I do believe that was one of their blocker laws, so great life card for them. Like, my board's okay now, but I think too little, too late. So we're gonna see probably the Bonnie come down. Search top 5. You see the starter deck Law, which are probably going to be the pick. Now, even if they don't have something like Luffy, they've got the option to just double swing with Blocker Law on the next turn, which will also probably be good enough. I think I've only got 3 or 4 cards left in hand, so probably going to have to use one of my blockers this turn. They do only swing 6, so we can counter out. I think that looks like I've just got the 1 card in hand, so not great for us. Gonna be playing the Law to bounce the Bonnie, just reactivate the Bonnie, and then just use the leader effect to bounce Vista, play another Law, but not use the Law's on play effect this time. And now I'm staring down 4 blockers and need to get 3 hits through, so I know there's no way I can win on this turn. Again, if I had Shanks, maybe I could survive another turn. Could swing 6 with Sengoku, reduce one of the laws down to 1, and then I could wipe everything but one of the laws. Still got the 2 blockers, but again, if they find the Rush Luffy, it's just over. So, Shanks, I don't know. Maybe it could have stayed in it if I had another Shanks. Still had the 2 blockers. Could have, if I swing the 6 and have 2 7s and then a 9 with the Luffy. Just reducing the cost of the Law because I can. I don't think I have anything to KO it. Opponent's deciding whether or not they can take the life. I think they would have been fine to just take the life, but they do decide to just block. Don't think there's anything wrong with that either. Then they're just going to take this hit. So we got 2 cards in hand and only 2 blockers, so I mean, my opponent can just put 3 Dawn on each of the laws and then 4 Dawn on their leader and swing 9 3 times, which should guarantee the game because with only 2 cards in hand, well, so they do just search the starter deck Luffy, and I say, well, you know what? You got this one. I did try and bluff the Shockwave, but I definitely didn't have it. Had 7 in counter, so like I said, if my opponent even just swung 9 a couple times, would have locked up the game for them. So that is all I've got for today. I think Friday we're going to be uploading a sim gameplay video for the Mono Black Luffy deck and the list I've been running. All in all, I think the list feels pretty good, so should have some fun games to see there. But that is all I've got for today. You can see how I was looking, how far away I was from the Shanks, that they were pretty far down, so no chance for me. But As always, thank you so much to everyone who's subscribed to the channel and liking the videos. If you enjoyed today's video, please do consider liking the video. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, subscribing to the channel. With that, I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.